Alfa Romeo team boss Frederic Vasseur says the team's first choice of driver for 2021 is to keep Kimi Raikkonen if the Finn wants to continue. I'm Thomas Marr, be sure to like and subscribe for the very latest Formula 1 news. Kimi Raikkonen's contract comes to a conclusion at the end of this season, with his 2-year contract at Alfa Romeo expiring. There's a big question mark over whether the Finn, as the eldest and most experienced driver on the grid, has any desire to continue racing, as the team are struggling to escape the lower midfield. For the 2007 World Champion, it's a long way from race wins and podium finishes in 2020, and he's yet to indicate what he wants to do next year. Team boss Frederic Vasseur said over the Tuscan Grand Prix weekend that the team's first driver choice for next season is to keep Raikkonen, having previously praised the job Kimi is doing this year. Asked whether the team would keep him on if Kimi indicates he wants to stay, Vasseur said, "Yeah, sure, but if we're all interested to collaborate and the collaboration is good, it will make sense to continue." Antonio Giovanazzi's contract also comes to an end this year, with his seat under threat from the rising stars of the Ferrari Driver Academy. Formula 2 Championship leader Mick Schumacher is rumoured to be set for alpha tests between now and the end of the season, and is a possible shoe-in for a race seat. Robert Schwartzman, Marcus Armstrong and Callum Ilott are also contenders, but Vasseur says Kimi still tops their shopping list. "Yeah, but you have some Ferrari junior drivers, but you have Kimi first for us to know what he wants to do and what we want to do with him, and then we'll see with the other ones. In the course of September, we'll have the discussion with our drivers about next year, and then we'll decide together what we have to do. For sure now we have plenty of drivers available on the list." Raikkonen scored his first points of 2020 at last weekend's Tuscan Grand Prix, ending his longest streak in F1 without points after 9 races outside the top 10. Kimi came home in P9 despite picking up heavy damage on the first lap. His team rebalanced the aero as much as they could at the red flag period, but it was a miserable race overall, with Kimi falling a lap down. That was until the final red flag, when Kimi was able to reset onto the same lap and fit softs for the sprint to the line. Despite a 5-second time penalty for entering the pit lane too late and crossing the white line, Kimi's pace was strong enough to finish P8 on track and P9 after the penalty. "That was a very difficult race, definitely my most difficult and challenging race to date," said Kimi's race engineer afterwards. "I'm very happy for the points today, we all deserve it so much at Alfa Romeo, we're making progress with the car. Brilliant drive from Kimi as usual, what a warrior, what a racer." Raikkonen explained afterwards he picked up floor and front wing damage in the first lap melee. "The damage made the handling of the car really bad, and we struggled with the balance. We lost a lot of downforce, but in the end we were still able to push at a decent pace. I had a slow pit stop, but thankfully the second red flag got us back in the fight. Then I had a penalty for crossing the pit entry line, which didn't help, but after the second red flag I was still able to do some good laps and in the end only lost 1 place. It was far from the perfect execution of a race, but despite all the issues we still brought home 2 important points. It's still a bit of a shame as we've made some good progress, and I think we could have finished even higher with a cleaner afternoon, but hopefully we'll carry the performance for the next few events." That's it from me for the moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at Thomas Marr on F1.